Good evening. Fancied a few beers tonight, so thought I'd do a live review of a couple of beers that I've had sitting in the fridge for a little while. So back local, Time and Tide Brewing. Now I reviewed this probably in the first early days of the channel, to be honest with you, around about 2015 time. And this is the first time they brought this beer out since. It's their Calista. It's saying West Coast IPA 6.1. Now, I can't really remember. I remember I really enjoyed this beer back then. Whether it's the same ingredients or not, I'm not too sure. It was back in the 330ml days that they used to produce stuff. But this is for their 10th anniversary, which is absolutely crazy. It's been going this long. It's got like a bear on a boat. There's a story behind that. We'll get into that in a minute. So West Coast IPA, it says it again on the back, so they're pretty adamant about that. So brewed with Equinox, Simcoe, Strata, and Mosaic at a dry hop rate of 16 grams per litre. Water, barley, hops, yeast, usual kind of bits and pieces there. This has got until the end of July on the can. Drink before date or best before date, whatever you want to call it. Purchased at the fabulous Royston in Broadstairs. I saw this and I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to pick that one up. So let's crack this open then. I fancy a few beers tonight. I wasn't going to, but probably get into that later on. So yeah, cracking artwork as per usual. So let's crack this open then and see what it's all about. I tried to find the original can of this. I've got it here somewhere, an empty can, like I have all of their cans. I don't know where it is. I had a good look in the cellar. It's around somewhere, but hey ho. So we're going a bit into more detail about the beer in a minute. It's actually quite hazy for a West Coast. That's the first thing I'm seeing. I'll leave a little bit there. So yeah, a hazy West Coast. So modern West Coast, modern day West Coast. Yeah, fairly hazy. Into the light. It's kind of almost like a straw coloured sort of orange, I guess. It's not that full on. I mean, on the camera it looks quite more malty than it does this side of the light, but yeah, it's not one of them kind of almost like amber West Coast kind of slightly transparent types. What else did it say? Water, barley. Yeah. Anyway, let's get our nose on this and see what it's all about. We'll try and get the Untapped up shortly, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but we'll have to wait and see. So on the nose, it's got a real kind of pale stone fruit lean towards apricots. There's a little bit of bite in there, maybe pineapple. It smells absolutely juicy as hell. I'm not getting any of them key kind of piney, resiny, jam-like aromas. We'll give it a try. As I say, I can't remember what this was like almost 10 years ago. But we'll give it a try now. So, cheers. There is more of a piney-esque edge to it. on the taste. It's quite a nice, juicy, easy drinking IPA. And then you're getting like, yeah, it's more of a residual pininess on the palate. There's a slight kind of bitterness there coming through. And this is straight out of the fridge, so for quite a long time, this is one of my favourite beers from Time and Tide, and then they stopped producing it. That was certainly part of their, I think it was part of their core range back when they first started canning. I can't remember exactly, but when it was this Sprat Waffler, they were the two main ones. I think there's one or two others, but I can't remember the names offhand. But it's very easy drinking. You're not getting any kind of alcohol presence on this beer. I'd say very easy drinking. It's 6.1. Don't get me wrong. There is a bit of there's got a bit of that going on, but it's more kind of that slightly drying bitterness and then pine. I wouldn't say it's coating, right? Like a resiny pine, more of a dry pine. My phone's decided it wants to go crazy. Oh. But yeah, this is it's a nice beer. It's one of them beers I wanted to try again. I don't know exactly when they brought this one out. It was certainly in 2023, and for a while, I think it's been out for a while, but it's got a best before July, so it's a nice looking artwork. So let's go into Untapped. Hopefully, I can. Hopefully, this will let me do it because I can't see the screen. So, and hi Vanessa and Adam. I hope you're doing well. Let me just get on to see if this works. So out of touch with doing this, so I won't be able to see the comments until I get back off the sharing screen. So bear with me. Oh, is it? Do I do that one? Or can I do that one? Oh, I can do it. Can I? Perhaps not. I don't know. Anyway, here it is. So Calista, the 10th anniversary edition. So I don't actually know when I could probably check in a minute, but so anyway, it says inspired by head brewer and co-owner Sam's first brew from Callisto, who was turned into a she-bear by the jealous wife of Zeus. Anyway, I'm not in for all that sort of thing, but that's just me. 6.1% ABV, West Coast IPA, brewed as a special 10th birthday beer celebration. A fresh take on one of the first beers we ever brewed. It was inspired by co-founder and head brewer Sam's time on board the Calista while studying for his master's in marine biology. The team enjoyed some of his early home brews, and those great memories inspired him to name a beer after those times. So yeah, as I said, brewed with Equinox, Simcoe, Strata, Mosaic at a dry hop rate of 16 grams per litre. And it says expect citrus, blueberry notes with a light dankness, all wrapped in a balanced and lightly bitter beer. Lightly bitter is the word I'd go on that. So there's a few people at it. I mean, it's probably all local. I don't know how far their beers actually get out. I mean, their beers are on their own website. So let me just go to here. And then 92 beers. And then we can find out when it was first put on. You put all the filters in. New to old. So I want that one there. And this gives you when the beers come out generally. So Hop Gunner came out 19th of. Oh, so it's only the second beer in. Okay, so early December. It was first listed on here. It's had 16 ratings. So, so there you go. Fairly, as I say, I knew it was fairly new. I think I saw it, and at the time I wasn't feeling very well for most of December and January, and I completely forgot about it until I went out and had a few beers last Friday, and I saw that there. I was like, yeah, I'll bring that back and give it a review. But yeah, it is very, as what it says. Let's go back to because there is another Calista I could probably show you. So Calista, which would be the original. I have got the can somewhere. I should list two. I'd have done several different versions. Look. So that's the one. Yeah, Calista IPA. That's no longer being produced. This came out in 2014. And I've had 6 times I've had this beer back then. It was 55 IBU, same ABV back then. This is more of a kind of a. So what did they use? They used Elavik Secret and Equinox. And they're using Equinox, Simcoe, Strata, and Mosaic. I mean, Strata wasn't even a thing back then. And Mosaic hops. So definitely a change up. It doesn't, as I say, it doesn't say what the IBUs are on the new one. Anyway, this is, they're old photographs. I've had it at home, on draft. That was in the Queen's Head, wasn't it? Yeah. When the Queen's Head used to do it locally. And then the Ravensgate Arms. That's February of 2015. Anyway, so let me just get the can. So it's a lot kind of more West Coast looking then. And I've got this can around somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I was going to show it but you get the idea. So, 55 IBUs then, that's what they're saying. It doesn't give an IBU count on the can this time round. But yeah, my chair's playing up. Here we go. That's per usual. So yeah, let me just go back a little bit here. Excuse me. So you want the 10th anniversary. It doesn't give you an IBU count, that's what I thought. So it's only had a total of 21 check-ins, so not a lot really, but there's a nice picture of the can actually. I'll show that. So yeah, pretty good. So back to page. Here we go. So it looks completely different for sure compared to almost 10 years ago. Couldn't obviously you're not going to compare tasting notes because it's 10 years ago, but it's a beer I really very much enjoyed. I don't know what the hot dry hopping rate was back then. They didn't go into it. But yeah, this was nice to catch up on again. And I wanted to do a review. I've got a few reviews I did around the New Year time that I never posted. So one was a brewery that sent me some beers, and I feel really bad about it. But there you are. What can you do? Post them, I guess. But yeah, yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do a review of this. This is a tasty beer. So if it is still knocking around, I'd pick it up. It's not the most bitter of West Coast IPAs, but as I say, it's more of a modern day West Coast. But yeah, it's got a nice amount of pine on the palate at the end of the taste. Yeah, pleasant. Bit of a kick. Tasty stuff. Adam saying is spicy chicken after ale on the train. Oh, good. Wait a minute. I'll be out in a minute. Right. You're hiccuping on the train. I hate hiccups. Not good. I like ale, but I love Kent from Craig's beer. You're drunk. So much spice. Still going? Yeah. Only been going 17 minutes. So, anywho, just wanted to do a review of this, and I'm going to be doing a review of Cloudwater's V15. I know the 16's just come out, but I've got the 15 in the fridge. So that's Time and Tide's 10th anniversary Calista West Coast IPA, 6.1%. Local brewery, they're out of East Street in East Kent. What happened there? So yeah, thanks for watching. Then I'll be back shortly with another review, double IPA, and no spice for you, my lad. Anyway, cheers, Joey. Cheers, Vanessa. Cheers, Adam. I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.